Social media, why are you on it or why are you not on it? I First of all, I mean, you might have an opinion on social, like we all have an opinion on social media, whether it's a good thing, a bad thing. Like social media, like any technology, and really like anything in the world, is a tool. And so you can use the tool one way or another way. It's not bad or good. It's like nuclear energy. You can build a power plant, and again, there can be opinion on whether that's good or bad, or you can build a nuclear bomb. Same with social media. It's a tool. It's like a hammer. You can build something, put a nail into wood and build a house, or you can put it in someone's head and kill the person. The hammer per se is not good or bad, nor is social media. Now, yes, the company behind it, they might have inferior motives and are profit driven, etc. But still, again, it's up to you. You have agency over how to use it. Yes, they are optimized for getting you hooked, for getting you addictive, just like sugar, tobacco, alcohol, a lot of things are in the world. Everything where there's money behind, companies have an interest in pushing the agenda. And literally, there's money behind everything. Even if it's a charity, there's an agenda. Like it's just follow the money and you understand what's going on. Always, if someone writes a book or someone does a research study, look at who paid for it, and you will know probably why it's biased one way or another. Anyway, back to social media. So if you are on social media and you're spending a lot of time on it, ask yourself why. Because that exercise will be very powerful of where you are in life and what you might need to work on. For example, if you look at social media and the streams of your friends or even your own one, you will see there's differences. Some people post a lot of articles, some people post a lot of opinions or content, some people post a lot of pictures of their children, some people post a lot of pictures of themselves, some people post a lot of pictures of themselves looking really good and doing exciting stuff. Some people post pictures of them in groups, etc. How we express ourselves in social media says a lot about ourselves. And so if you are someone that has a lot of pictures of themselves looking good and great and doing amazing things, and you have this urge of sharing this with the world constantly, for example, you arrive at a new place and the first thing you're thinking of is like taking a picture of you, what you're doing and where you are, and how amazing that is. Like, ask yourself, why are you doing that? First of all, why are you not primarily taking in that amazing experience at present? Why is the first thing you're thinking, I need to show others what I'm doing? Secondly, ask yourself why you generally always need to show other people how great your life is. If it's great, like, why can't you just keep it for yourself? What's the reason? And you're doing that. And on the opposite, if you're so anti-social media, why are you so anti? Is it because it's exhausting, or you don't like constantly seeing what other people are doing, or you don't like the pressure of needing to show, which is, of course, there is no need to show anything, but I'm saying, like, you might, if you're on social media, you might not want the feel of needing to show what you're doing or where you are at. And then again, you can ask yourself, why? Why is that? Generally, asking why when we do or feel things or have opinions is a super powerful tool. Also, when we don't like things. And again, I think the thing with social media is we spend a lot of time not just on it looking what other people do. Again, you can ask yourself the question, why? Is that really a good use of your time? Is it increasing the quality of your life? Do you feel better about yourself doing it? And if not, why are you doing it? Yes, it's addictive. It's optimized for you. You want to know what's going on, etc. It's a bit like the news, but kind of something more relatable because it's your friends that you're looking at. But again, why? Why are you spending so much time on it? Why does it matter? Why do you care what other people think in case you're posting? Why is it so important for you to impress others and show what you're doing and how are you doing it, with whom you're doing it, and where you're doing it, etc. And hasn't that overtaken your life? I mean, some people are creating stories like on an hourly basis what they're doing, and I know, having spent time with them, they spend a lot of time getting the shot right, that they look the right way, they smile the right way, it's the right way of the right side of their face, the makeup is good if they're a girl, all of these things. And so you end up curating your life for others rather than living. That would be my challenge, if you are that person, like you're curating your life for others to show them how great your life is, and at the same time you're kind of missing out on life, I would argue. And also you kind of create a life that is all about impressing others rather than you just doing what you wanted to do, and maybe that would be something unimpressive, which is totally fine. So again, I would challenge you, like why are you doing what you're doing, or why you're not doing, for example, not being on social media. And again, there is no answer that you need to change anything necessarily, even though I think if you're obsessively on social media, you should understand why. And if it's just to impress other people, then maybe there's some deeper stuff you need to work on. So for example, you could argue, oh, what are you doing? You're doing a lot of social media. You're like posting this daily video, but I'm trying to get a message out of here, right? For me, this is actually, I take pleasure in recording this video, but it's a chore because I committed myself to do it every day. And so I have to find every day the time. I have to think about a topic, then I have to start talking about it. I have to put myself out of there, exposing myself. So it's not necessarily, I'm comfortable with it, but it's more work than kind of showing how great my life is, right? I'm just sharing ideas and thoughts, and I hope they're relevant and challenging and make some people think that are watching them. And it's also a way of me challenging my ideas, my thoughts, and putting them out there and getting them criticized, and people saying that doesn't make sense or it does make sense, and thereby improving my philosophy, improving my work, and how I try to help people. So coming back, like if you spend a lot, like the other day I saw someone on Twitter, like a kind of not celebrity, but like an internet or like a startup celebrity, like posting their iPhone screen usage times, and I think he totaled 14 hours on average per day. 14 hours. So let's say you sleep 8 and then you shower and eat, so that takes away 10 hours. So that leaves 14 hours. So literally he's always on the phone during awake time, and when he's not in a shower and eating, or maybe probably also when eating. And so I commented to him, it's like, wow, you need to put the phone down and look up. And he said, and it's something else. And then he responded, life is phone, or phone is life. Not sure which way. But anyway, you get what he meant. And I'm like, no, life happens outside of the phone. The phone is a tool, an extension for us to communicate, to meet up, etc. But if you spend all of it, you spend it kind of like in VR. It's like not real life. It's like a virtual reality. And soon the phone will be glued to your eyes, and you're just in that virtual space. Anyway, coming back to social media, if you're posting for other people, to show other people how good your life is, so think about whether you really need to do that. Why do you need to impress people? Why do you need to start curating your life to show others? That's exhausting. Like, why would you do that? What are you getting out of that? Do you really get anything out of it, or is it just that urge of kind of, putting yourself up on a pedestal? And I don't mean it there's zero judgment here on my side. I think the reality is when we do things like that, we hurt ourselves the most. Like, we have to worry about what other people think. We have to constantly post. We have to constantly look at the photos or pretend that everything is great, and ultimately you can't just be yourself and express yourself. Or maybe you're already at such an advanced stage that it has become you and you don't know anything else anymore. But I would claim that you can live a happier life if you let go of some of that and just put. I had a period last year where I completely was off social media, and I didn't post at all, and I generally posted a lot less. And it was just nice. Nothing was missing, and it was perfect. So I challenge you to explore that as well. Put the phone away, stop posting for some days or a weekend or a week, and who knows, life will never be the same again.